All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking. And yeah, so I just woke up, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, because I think when it comes to, oh, my voice, my eyes are puffy. It feels like I just, went through it last night. So, in my sleep. But anyhow, first thing on my mind this morning, I couldn't even really get up, was the book, The Spring. And it was telling me, for some reason, that video that I did last night got a lot of views, more than the others usually do, right? So that kind of, I don't know, this thought came before I even noticed that, right? So this let me know, this is spirit letting me know, or that energy letting me know that you're on the right track. So I woke up with, sometimes I wake up, dart up, and there's something on my mind. So a strange woman, an Indian woman, dark. Okay, that thing that we keep talking about, and with this face right here on this tree that I'm sitting here looking at right now, right? Or this, we know it's just a tree, right? But what I'm saying is that's strange how it looked like this, because in that same paragraph, and about that same paragraph, is when he says, "Are you sure?" But he was saying looking into a screen or whatever, and then it says strange, a dark woman or whatever. So I think that it made me think about the video that I did yesterday, the second one, where it was really dark in here, and things that I said in the video. And then it made me think about like the art of war, love and war, right? And then it made me think about, acting, right? What do you call it? About, see, being really grounded. I think up to this point, and not being able to go too far. I don't know. It's just like not be teetering on my emotions or feelings. But really also, acting out and asking questions, because again, that's what we do, like on this channel. So it, like I said, I figured, because even after doing the video, because I'm not at a point right now where I'm trying to please anybody. You see what I'm saying? So, but I can see where people may feel as though, right? I know it's strange, because I feel like I'm being over critiqued and over examined all the time. And it's even for what? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just like, for freaking what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that kept popping up in my mind. So it made me think about like divine, okay? And it said, or is this an image of how an Indian, oh man, y'all, don't make me go get the book. Killed his opponent, right? So it made me think about how even in that other video, I was saying who sent them, who did it, why, what, and with the Rahab energy. See, what we have to understand is that when we in that Bible, there's God, but there's gods in that Bible. So again, when we talk about Rahab and who she was working for, she was working for the enemy or whatever, but she ended up helping the people. But look, no. You have to think about that too. Is that the case? Or was she working for another God as you see what I'm saying? Working for another God, pretending to be helping those people, but actually harming those people, which we are saying kind of correlates with what I'm saying about these people. So again, my whole thing is I have to already get out of my feelings automatically and say, hold on. Right? I've been really good with, it being just strictly whatever. But again, obviously, governing forces, it has something to do with this woman and something to do with this divine masculine, which my instincts already told me, right? And then I had to put that shit all together. And it kind of goes with, now that might be the video they use to try to end me. The energy surrounding this female lately and all this other shit, that might be what they tried to do to end me. But that also would let me know who was my enemy. That's that archer mentality. And so again, everything may not have been totally clear about what I was thinking when it came to, well, why would this person be? But again, all of it led up to leading to a perception, right? Led up to leaving it to giving me the perception that someone that I cared about, or the last person that would even care about me in that instance, right? That was close, you know what I'm saying? Close when it comes to that type of connection, was going to be leaving, or was going to be you know what I'm saying? It just was giving some kind of something, right? But the whole thing stemmed from, you could tell who mad. Like I said, whoever it is that you can't talk about, and whoever double down on videos and get all active with videos when they've been talking shit about you the whole time, and you know what I'm saying, and you reply or you try to defend yourself just as in the most decent way and fashion, right? And it's just, it just go too far sometimes. Yeah. So again, at the end of the day, I just feel like, okay. Now I'm learning more about how Source will try to reveal. Now I'm seeing, because again, and then remember we said the spring, you know, sometimes, like I said in that book, it represents something that somebody will be peering into, looking into a mirror, a TV screen, something like this. And then when we looked at this image, remember, you know, that what it was talking about, the face, right, in the book, and how it was saying, you know, that the person was looking down into something, a spring. Is it like this one, right? So again, it made me just think about that, triggers thought. And so, like I said, it's not that same exact physical actions that was going on, but the thought process and everything that was rushing to my mind at that moment, it was going back to the same thing. Because like I said, I told you, it feels like, again, energy, that certain entities may be close, right? You know, and then how even old girl was saying something about, you know, tents or whatever. They were sleeping in tents or whatever, getting ready to kill. But see, and I think she trying to speak, because I'm pretty sure she's pretty smart. I'm pretty sure she a lawyer. I'm pretty sure she worked with something in some kind of something, right? Okay, so you know, I can hear her wording as to when it's saying we are this, but then you are, and but well, damn, I thought it was just we. So I can kind of see like how somebody could be tapping in and dealing with your subconscious and planting shit on your, you know what I'm saying, on your mind. So a lot of people don't pay attention to this kind of crafty work. But again, as after it's been done to you for so long, I guess you have to, right? So what was I saying? So when I'm thinking about that, and I was thinking about all the stuff, it just kept going around and round and round. And then somebody else making note, because again, these people have thousands of people on their team. For me, they wanted to be like, I have no fucking body on my team. So at the end of the day, it's not even a pity party. I don't give a fuck. I'll go out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying about myself. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And people like around me, they don't understand how I operate, why I want to go out on walks in the forest, why I want to, you know what I'm saying, if all this is going on, because I don't give, you know what I'm saying, I'm at that point. I ain't got nothing to worry about, really. And so I don't know, I just think that that's where I'm at right now. But the point is, it's going back now full circle, whether the connections are old, new, whether these are ties, old ties with these people, if they have new romances budding, whatever it will be, you know, you don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me, because and that's, it's the sad thing that people have done this, that there's forces, governing forces, that have affected people, that have turned off, that have scarred the at least the hearts of people so bad that it's nothing for me to have to turn off what I need to turn off. And so again, I want to be, you know, who I am, but I also, you know, I want to be myself. I want to be able to tell my story. It's not just because it's like my story because I'm just special and all this. No, people should be knowing what is going on different scales when it comes to, I think it's strength to talk about these things, right? It shows a sign of strength, you know, and you know, to get a sense of what spiritual warfare and warfare really is and who's involved. And I just hope people is taking notes. I hope people is taking notes so when it happened to you, you and I don't even want it to never be like, oh, I told you so. But when it happened to you, you'll know. So then the next thing happened and the next thing happened, you'll know which way to move. So I put myself further out on Front Street to share these stories because of this. Because of this. Because of this. And to show people that what's done in the dark do come to light. And you can't go around mass manipulating and deceiving large groups of people. So again, that whole thing about that tents, we just did within the last week a story about, see, because sometimes people think they too damn smart for their own good. And then sometimes people know we ain't paying no attention to them, but they all paying attention to what the fuck we doing. And so they feel like they're going to get away with stuff, right? But again, what she's saying about the whole tents and stuff like that, staying in your neighborhood for they can, but I think the way she was trying to throw that was like it was something that happened in the past. But I'm just wondering, like I said, is this something that's happening now? And how you know? And how would you know? And why are you saying something about it now? And why wouldn't you say something about it then? You see, because this is I'm hating that, and that's what I'm saying. Even thinking about it in hindsight and saying how it said, an Indian woman, is that you? Are you sure? Is it you? Is it me? Now that makes me think now that's gonna take me deep, right? Because right now, and it just like that. So even when it comes to this particular divine feminine, I feel like one of these divine feminines, whatever. Trying to not to be too specific, okay? So I always sensed that there was some form of connection. Whether he know it, she know it, whoever know it. With that archer mentality, I've always already been able to see that there's some kind of attachment, right? It's never meant nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It never affected me in any way. The thing is, don't come bringing that energy over here then. And that's how I just look at it. Because you try to make me look like I'm some kind of crazy jealous, and it's not even that. I feel like that's not even really the case. Or someone that's like far-fetched or whatever with the way that I see things. So I think, like I said, looking at the fact of that attachment, right? So again, even looking at a divine masculine feminine connection or a twin flame, whatever, soul tie or whatever. Okay, when you're looking at somebody's physical appearance, you could, when I say something about the Build a Bitch workshop, right? This is what I'm saying, taking the essence, right? The joy, the essence, taking that which was the essence of one in the even the mental of one and placing it into another one in order to create an idol, in order to elevate it, in order to feed it and nourish it from the nipples of the holy cow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what energy, like I said, I feel, and it's just disgusting, and it's just like, really? You know what I'm saying? Because I was just watching a story about I don't like to say Hercules, but Hercules. Yeah, Hercules. And it was very, I don't know, that video, that whoever that is put that together, it kind of showed this story. This energy was all up in that story. About, yeah. This energy was all up in that story. And I think it was something to do with that stag, right? That he, I think it was him or who, I can't remember who went to kill that stag. I'm sorry, y'all, I just woke up and came out here to do the video. But he couldn't really kill it because he thought it was so beautiful, so he just injured it or whatever. It's just all this stuff. It's just making me think. Everything is like rushing in. You know what I'm saying? And in the morning, I think that's when a lot of the natural, you know what I'm saying, downloads and stuff are coming in. So again, like I said, when I'm looking at the face of this person, and we're talking about, is that an Indian, and Is that a woman? Is it you? Is it me? It makes me think about like me foreseeing in the future this person that I will be looking at today, wanting to be me so much, and after all of the spell work and all of this and all the whatever they've been sending my way, what is that? Him telling you that you, when he's talking in his book about that, is that him showing someone that your identity has been assumed or your essence has been transferred? And again, we're talking about a twin flame. Maybe this temple, right, or this body, right, is what either was more preferable to me, or we have to look at this from the governing force, right? Because these people are using this type of love interest or whatever in order to manipulate or bend or push somebody into some kind of state of mind thinking or whatever, right? So again, we have to think about it at that level as well, how these people will be using this, right? And they get pissed off every time they try to do something and they don't get me to subdue or be subdued or submit to it. So they just get a little bit more, and I guess I can just see it now. It's just like Source just talking to me about it, and just, and just knowing that there is like a army, you know what I'm saying, out there. Like, and yeah, people can turn in 1 second, and people are out for blood. And you just have to realize that. So again, like, this is another lesson I think that, Source is showing me. And I can't even really be mad at the end of the day. And that's how, and that's the thing. I'll always be a student over everything, over everything. So again, yeah, I may be a little bit passionate and I may be this and that when I'm speaking, but it's all legit. I don't put on fronts and things in front of people. I don't force energy in front, I'm just me. I'm not perfect. I don't know every single thing, but again, Source has a way of bringing everything full scale and showing me. So again, rather these parties know they're being used, they what I'm saying? I can't fathom that they don't. Because these people just are, I think this person is just, I don't know. I feel like they just obsessed. They know too damn much. When they start running their mouth, they know too much sometimes. And it's only when the light is being lit under they, because somebody is bringing up something that they are involved in. So it's a guilty conscience to try to talk it away. You know what I'm saying? When you know what it is. You know exactly what it is. So just stop. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what it is, and that's what people do when the heat, when things tend to heat up, to exposing their bullshit, basically. All right. So again, for me, I feel as though you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I feel as though I can either move up in a portion of society, or I can build my own. You see what I'm saying? I say either the laws is gonna work to protect me and mine, or it's gonna be the law of nature. You know what I'm saying? But order will be brought to the court, regardless. Excuse me. Order will be brought to the court, regardless. See? So I don't like the fact that people try to downplay the type of abuse. It's just some of us have been built different and we can handle that abuse. You may be able to send a dart or two our way, but we can pull that motherfucker right out and get right back up. It's almost like this zombie mentality on the field, and come on back for your ass. So that's how I kind of look at this energy. Because listen, if you don't want me to be a part, or if I got to fight this hard, you know what I'm saying, to even be heard, listen, you better be worried about when people get silent. You better be worried about when people get silent and start going within, and even saying that I just can't be myself. I'm just supposed to crawl up in a shell and die. Because what you know what they're gonna do with that? They're gonna try to do that, use that, and try to put something else out there in the media that people should be concerned about to try to prove that I may be a menace to society or a cancer in the system, like they saying about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think they were saying that about Trump. um, but again, allegorically and symbolically, really, who is it talking about? Right? Right? Okay. I don't know. Because again, sometimes it comes to a point where they try to link certain individuals subconsciously to everything so that they can have a reason why they took them out in whatever way, whether it is you know out of the way when it comes to a position, or out of the way in another light. Yeah, I hope you guys get what I'm saying, because I can only talk a certain way on the platform. And that kind of all just whoosh, came out in the morning. I just wanted to share it with you guys, I guess, while it was fresh and abundant and coming out. Because I think when my ancestors be pissed, you know what I'm saying, is when I wake up like that. And it's God and the ancestors like, get up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's just what that is. Because I think that they just, again, I do think they just tired of people playing. And it's just like, okay, so if this is the case and that's the last motherfucker out your life, then hey, we got work to do. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, because, like I'm like as if I don't care about certain situations, because that's not what it is. But I know that these people are going to stop at nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to, sharpen my arrows and, you know what I'm saying? Actually just start paying attention now. Because again, these people are out for blood. And this is, like I said, it's about me and my family, and the devastation, the torture, okay, and the things that we have been, because you guys hear me share the part that is decent about the part that would have been fun or pleasurable. Because even last night I had to sit down and go through my feed, like on Instagram, and I had to compare my feed to other stuff, to other soul siblings stuff. And then I had to look back and say, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? And just even look at my growth and the changes, and like, where the hell did a whole year go? And then also look at the, what was being said on other people's, that were triggering thought, right? So I had to do a little bit of investigating, just a tiny, right? And then I don't know, it just hit me. It hit me, especially for one energy. Like, okay, at first this person, listen. I went back to January, to around January 6th, and I seen things, and I knew exactly. And I'm telling y'all, we gonna keep going back to the fact that it started with me talking about, who, B, then, right? And it started me talking about the harvest. It started me talking about Kamala, and it started me talking about this girl, Jay, right? It talking about, and it wasn't about her. It was about questioning the article of information that she was bringing forth, right? Because it wasn't even an attack. It wasn't nothing personal. It wasn't nothing like that. It just was that. And then I realized that this person was on the news talking about B. Den. She actually was on the news talking about who she was gonna vote for, and I'm just thinking like, well, damn, I'm an anti-voter. I mean, like I don't vote. I don't, right? I don't make vows to gods on this planet. See, so that's the God that somebody obviously serving, right? And that's what I'm saying about when it's talking about Rahab. What God are we talking about? The wannabe gods of this world that, you know what I'm saying, are the ones that are the masters of this so-called, well, I can't say universe, right? Of this worldly realm, okay? Because that is what's the difference, right? That is what I'm saying about that foreign energy. Don't you think that these people would have been looked at as gods? That is separate. What I'm dealing with is that which is natural and organic, which is the spirit, that which is something that cannot be named, or you see what I'm saying? That's the force, the universe, the cosmos, whatever. That's that force, not gods or temples made with man hands. Okay. See now, and that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. We had to realize the difference, because once you take that story back and forth, how was it that she was working for the enemy, but then she helped the people? No, or was it giving you the perception that she was helping the people and actually was going to cause further and greater harm? Do you see what I'm saying? Actually, was she just somebody that was wanting to take a position of another woman, and so she used a Jezebel energy and sent over two men to spy on this woman? Again, is that the same thing that somebody did to me? Because again, they work for their, oh shit. Okay, hold on. It even brought me back to that energy of the 7 more years, because in Hercules, it was talking about 10 more years of service or something that this dude had to do to get this girl's hand. And I'm saying, if that's the case, that's the case. Don't be coming over here with that thought. Why is somebody sending somebody over here, and why you want to keep coming over here? Why you want to keep sending the energy, and why, you know what I'm saying? Leave me alone then. Right? So again, it brought me back to the whole thing we were just talking about, Rachel and Leah, right? In that part where it said that he agreed to work for the father, for Leah again, for her father. You see what I'm saying? Or Rachel. I can't remember which daughter it was. This is the point. The point that I'm making is what matters. And it said to work for her father, for her again. So I'm just trying to figure out this. If we can look at this energy, are we talking stolen identity? Can somebody just take somebody's whole fucking essence? You know what I'm saying? If they can change you forever. See? The people want to wipe the silly smile off of my face, but you know, others can wear the smile. You see what I'm saying? When I smile too much, but obviously others can smile too much and still be progressive. See, so it makes me look at my whole so-called team different. Yeah. You know, it just lets me know, again, that some energy was just there, just for that, to be observant, just like all the other energies. It was never meant for nobody to assist me. It was never meant for that. And I think that's why the spiritual realm rock so heavy with me. I just think that. And I just think that, again, when people see that I'm agitated, they want to make it seem like I'm obsessed or I'm overly. No, I just know certain things. And I know that these people are going to try to amplify everything to make something look like something. So again, they can blame natural disasters. I mean, I can just see what they're doing. They're shaping and forming like a crucifixion. Um, and then again, when I was thinking last night, like I was looking at one of those images on my page when it comes to, I think it was the thalamus in another part of the brain. And then it was, the image had Jesus on the cross, like on that part of the brain, right? And it made me think about died on the cross, like, even at a crossroads, right? Or somebody not being able to move on to a next whatever. And, and it made me think about like that connection between a divine masculine and feminine. And it just makes me think of, like, I don't know, that there was supposed to be something about that connection. And then I could see why maybe a lot of people didn't want it to happen or whatever, because it was supposed to be something that was just on another level, dude. Nobody would be able to handle what would be the results of that energy linking up. So again, I feel like when it comes to that Yeshua energy now, and just, it's almost like somebody may want to try to make sure that they don't that there's not that connection, because it's going to amplify something. It's going to move someone to a certain another level mentally, or climax mental. No, it's something about that connection, and what I feel source is telling me, what the ancestors is telling me, right? Because I was writing the other day some stuff down, and it was just like the ancestors already told me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be rude, like, but the ancestors told me this. But if that's not going to be the case, you know, I guess it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's kind of like somebody feels like they're in control of my fate or my destiny. And you have this evil, you know what, out here that wants to be me. They just want to. And it just, even though they may be looked at as a maybe more successful, or on an outer appearance, they may look a certain way. You don't know how people feel about themselves inside. You don't know about that energy, that soul. That's something that we possess, that these beings, like it says in the Bible, cannot obtain. So what do they want to do? They want to take it from you, right? Genetically modified. Do you understand what I'm saying? All this shit, it just brought me back into what the whole thing, full circle. I see. The only thing I can see that I can't see is, and this is just truthful, because I'm just honest. This is me truthfully honest. Because we are dealing with a spy energy and somebody being sent over. Like, where did it go wrong? It make me feel like, because someone sent somebody in to hate and said one thing about somebody, and then they actually see they actually see people for who they are. And even though they have a job to do, you see what I'm saying? So maybe that's that energy of staying away, because they still have a job. They're still tied to something, right? But maybe I'm picking up on something that just cannot be tainted, no matter if people try to get in the way, no matter if people get mad, no matter if people, want to be ugly. That's what my grandma used to say. Things are going to be okay. And whoever is meant to stay will stay, and whoever is meant to go will go. And I think that's one of the best parts about me. I don't try to hold on to a damn thing. I ain't got to. Why would I have to? The reason why some of these people be mad is because of the energy. Why? I can't even sit back here and be upset or mad or sulk about any of it. You know what I'm saying? I there was at one point in my life where I couldn't see myself, you see, and I couldn't see a lot of things. But are you serious? I didn't see and appreciate, and I didn't realize and recognize all of the blissful blessings or whatever around me. And that's not today. So when something leaves or falls like leaves, that's just how it is. And I sit there and I just put the pieces back together and keep on moving, And I know what's going to be right for me is right. And what's wrong is wrong. So I don't know. That was kind of like a raw rant. You know what I'm saying? Just made me think about raw. And it just made me realize people is so sneaky. But again, I see you. I see you, man. Then people be trying to cover up their tracks real quick. And it's at this point, it's becoming funny to me. It's becoming funny to me. And to be able to look at it and pick it apart and look at all the different entities and people in power and everything that are just looking like, ooh, I